What is it, YouTube? It's your boy Gary, aka In Gary We Trust, coming at you again with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you a little preview of my podcast that I have with my homie Cheech. Basically, in the podcast, we talk about almost like technically everything with like pop culture, fashion, sneakers, everyday struggles. But obviously, since this is dominantly like a sneaker and like fashion based channel, I'm gonna be showing you guys just like a preview of like what we like talk about like sneaker wise and how about the jokes we have, and I think you guys would be pretty enjoyable. I wouldn't advertise it if it's not something that my audience here would enjoy. So, and hope you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, remember, it's your boy and Gary We Trust. And I will have the link in the description on where you can like go and like you can click on like the channel of the These Are the Aesthetics podcast. That's the name of the show. I should have said that a long time ago. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'm out. Peace. Yeah, so I definitely want to ask everybody. So what got everybody into sneakers, like in fashion? Like I'm gonna start off with Cheech.
I think the first time I kind of really fell in love with sneakers. I always had my dad used to be into Adidas, so my dad always bought us Adidas growing up, but I never could afford my own pair or choose like the new sneakers coming out that I wanted. So one time I was just browsing on YouTube and Nelly came out with a song called "Stepped on My J's," and in the video, Jermaine Dupri went in a garage and he pressed a button and a whole bunch of J's came out the wall. I'm like, yo, like if I'm ever rich or I have money, like I want a closet just like that. I want to have the varieties just like that. And you feel me? I started looking up like Perfect Pair, DJ Greg Street on YouTube. I mean,
Greg
me with
Street.
no money,
My favorite sneakerhead.
Like, listen, 8th grade, no money, just on YouTube, looking up shit that I can't afford, taking screenshots. I'm like, one day.
We do that now with StockX. We do that now.
But
Who doesn't do that?
yo, I used to literally sell candy. That was my first job at 15 to get sneakers. So but the video was the one that started it all though. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, Nelly talking about skipping school to go get Jordans. I'm like, shit, I want to skip school and go get Jordans. You feel me?
What about you?
Oh man, I will tell you the exact moment when I'm like, all right, I have to consider myself a sneakerhead at this point. Cause I remember I started getting into shoes. I want to say 2010, like right after the Cool Grey 11 release. Or early 2011. But I know like when I was in 8th grade, that's how young I am, everybody. In 2011, the Bordeaux 7s came out. And I remember that like that was like the hottest shoe at that very moment, especially in my school. Everybody wanted them.
Never had a pair.
Oh, bro, it's probably my favorite sneakers, one of my favorite sneakers. The 2011 Bordeaux 7, and that's one of my favorite 7s of all time because it has that gray midsole. I don't like the OG version because it's like black and gray, and it's like a little bit too much black than gray, in my opinion, but whatever. So my dad gets me that shoe for my birthday. I remember that shoe came out, and he went to literally the most ratchetest Foot Locker probably in South Florida. It's the it's the Foot Locker on Sunrise right off of Turnpike.
Yep.
Literally right by the liquor store. Foot Locker is halfway like not working, the sign. There's a security guard there. And he literally buys me a pair and I'm like so happy. And I literally remember wearing it that first Monday back to school. And literally I feel like before breaking the internet was a thing, like I feel like I stopped time because literally everybody was looking at me like, bro, how the fuck did you get those?
That's the best feeling.
Bro, oh my God, bro. I thought I was the freshest dude. I had on the freshly collared shirt, the polo.
Oh, you think you did shit?
Hollister cargos, white Nike socks, and Bordeaux 7s, and everybody, and all like the cool kids, quote unquote, gave me my respect that day. And I'm like, bro, this is what like freaking like being a sneakerhead is? And that was my first taste of popularity. And I'm like, yo, this is like definitely, I'm in this shit now.
Yeah.
What was your first time, Jared?
I don't know that you could really. It was my mom, honestly. How it all happened, or at least the way that I see it. The big thing was showing up at school with a fresh pair of kicks the first day of every year. My mom would always look out. When it came to that, she raised me and my brother alone. And my mom, worked and supported me and my brother, and she was big on like individuality and fashion, and You know, she always like kept herself really well, and I don't know if it was like subconscious at the time or what, but I always took notice to that, and I think I admired it about my mom. And I, you know, right around the time that I was like probably about 13, so this is like it's like 22 years ago. It was like an incredible time in sneakers and in fashion. Like streetwear was just kind of happening. 10 Deep just like was just about yeah. 10 Deep was just about to hit. Obey just became a thing. Shepard Fairey started doing different stuff, and I was going wild for it, man. I just felt like it was me. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like it. That's what I should be wearing. That's what I want to be doing. And then sneakers, bro. Like I was in love with the Jordan 1 ever since I was a kid, man. As far back as I could remember. And Nike SB just became a thing. And, you know, if you know what a dunk is, you know, it's essentially like a padded version of a Jordan 1. And they started putting out these colorways with these artists and collaborations for the first time. And it was just like, you know, it became like a melting pot of culture where it was all right if you like, you listen to hip hop and you listen to heavy metal, and it was fuck you, you know, to authority, and I could wear what I want, I could be whoever I want. You know, it just started to become very diverse, and the lines started to fade. You know, I skate, I rap, I do this, you know what I mean? And
that's when culture
I
really
sell
started.
drugs, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was in the Northeast for it, you know what I mean? Like Supreme back then, I was there for it.
Oh, yeah. Supreme wasn't even really that big of a thing because it started in 97, I believe.
I remember, bro, I went to go wait online.
Damn, I was born.
Baby.
I went to go wait online at NJ's Skate Shop. They just opened up a second location in New Brunswick by Rutgers College. And I went to go wait online to go cop, you know, the Maneki Nico Money Cats.
Oh, the dunks.
The low, the mid, the high.
I had the highs.
I saved up. I had money for every pair. I got every pair. And I'm waiting online over there, and there was a cat ahead of me in line with a black Supreme box logo hoodie and a pair of like, it was cold out at the time, jersey, and like a pair of like selvage denim and the first Jordan Spizike. The Italian color on black, like the green, white, red.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shoe.
It retroed so many times.
Yeah. But I took a look at this cat and I was like, yo, fuck, dude, he's a fucking man.
Yeah.
Yo, this
that
dude
guy.
is the fucking man.
Bro.
And that's when I really started to like look into like Supreme. I'd been a bunch of times, but you know, it never like, it just went well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Let me ask you a quick question. I'm glad he brought up the guy that he saw. What were some people that you saw? You're like, yo, he's that fucking man, and I want to be as cool as that.
Personally, or just like on TV?
Personally, not on TV. Like, because it just made me think of the
probably got to
person.
be Drew.
Drew for you?
Yeah, probably shout out to Drew. Yeah, because Drew was like basically like my homie Andrew. He was a strict SB head. Even in high school, like I graduated 2015, he graduated 2014. Like that's literally all he wore. All he wore was Bape, Billionaire Boys Club, Supreme, every skate brand you can think of because he was an actual skateboarder. Yeah. So Jordans wasn't really his thing, which is crazy thinking about it because 2013, 2012, that's when everybody would kill for a pair of J's. But no, he just literally he would be going to like lines like when the roller derby released and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like really into it. I'm like, fuck, I need to like start dressing like this guy because like he just different. Yeah.
But for me, ironic enough, Drew is cool with the person I kind of looked up to and I drew inspiration from, which was Vincent.
Yeah.
So the thing with Vincent, White Boy, right? I had a science class with him. He worked at Finish Line. I'm talking about this man used to come to school with the most outrageous shit. But he has so much confidence. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he had Jeremy. He was pulling up one day, it's like LeBron, like 9s, and the next day was Jeremy Scott with the tail. And I'm like,
that was a horrible era.
Bro,
looking back
no, but you know what it is? You know what like I was popular, but I'm like, damn, this man doesn't do anything but wear cool shit. And he's as popular as me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like he was wearing jerseys, like the way Chris Cross used to wear jerseys. Like he used to just put so much shit together, like jackets. And I'm like, yo, I gotta like that kind of opened up my mind about thrifting and finding shit that, you know, older people used to wear, because you used to just grab anything and just that shit used to be the coolest shit to me. You feel me? I had class with this man walking in late, 5 minutes late with the coolest. I'm like, yo, I got cool with him, and he started actually giving me discount on shoes, and we became good friends. And you know, to think later down the line I would be buying shoes from him and stuff like that is dope. But he really like opened my eyes to like having your own sense of style, because it's like, it was back then it was trendy to wear what everybody was wearing. Everybody's wearing Chucks, so let's all wear Chucks. You know, Levi's became popular. Let's all wear Levi's.
Oh, yeah, that's the Wiz Khalifa era.
You get what I'm saying? Snapbacks was popular. Let's all wear snapbacks. So it was the guys like Vince and Drew that's like, yo, fuck that. I'm just gonna wear shit that I like, and I'm gonna body that shit. And I'm like, yo, I have to develop my own sense of style to stand out. And that's what I did.
Oh man, yeah, definitely looking back. Yeah, back in like the 2010 to 2013, we dressed weird as fuck. That old heads had a right to look at like, what the fuck are these kids wearing?
Yeah,
that was when we used to wear camo shorts. I still look
at kids like that now.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm pretty sure you sold some shoes to somebody and like, he about to put on this bullshit, but hey, he bought it from here, so fuck it.
Whatever, man.
Do what you want with your money.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like, is there any like sneakers that like y'all hate personally? Like every time someone wear them, you just like, oh, he's a dub every time.
There's a lot of sneakers I hate personally.
Me too.
A lot.
See, one shoe that's very popular that I can't stand because I hate seeing it in Florida. I hate Tim's. I hate it.
I love Tim's, bro.
I hate seeing Tim's in Florida. In Florida. It's just, there's no reason to wear Tim's in Florida. That's just my personal opinion.
I fuck with Tim's, man.
If you come from the north, I completely understand. No one's gonna throw away their wheats and they all blacks. Of course, I've been taught, like, especially when you buy a pair of Tim's, you can't buy the nakeds. You got to buy like the double sole. But when I see a dude wear Tim's jeans, a heavy like a white t-shirt in the summertime, I'm like, all right, nope, nope.
For me, it's those thick ass, big ass felines that all the girls and all the guys.
You gotta hate that.
Oh my god! I'm like, that shoe is disgusting.
Yeah. That's the thought sneaker.
Yeah, you can't be caught with no girl like that.
You feel me? Facts.
She is not loyal to you in no way, shape, or form.
It's those.
She at the Boynton Mall, dog.
Hey, giving it up. She's at the Boynton Mall, giving it up.
She did it 3 times a week.
Yo,
no good.
And Skechers.
Skechers.
I'll say some Skechers because you know what it is? It's like I hate brands that imitate everything a bigger brand is doing. And it's not the same quality. It just looks disgusting.
Bro, Ian Connor tried to make it cool that one time. I'm like, nope, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It's not. Even though people ran with it, but it's like.
Nah, it's just beat, bro. I don't like Yeezys.
You don't like Yeezys?
I don't like Yeezy V2s.
Oh, V2s. Okay. Makes sense.
I like the original 4 pairs that he did, but I like the rest of the line. I like the Calabasas a lot. I wear them all the time. You know, I like kind of like the nondescript stuff that he does, where you know that's not worth a ton of money, where people don't even know what it is. You know, a lot of it looks old school. It's kind of different.
Okay.
Those are the main ones he wears all the time.
The Wave Runner 700s, dope. Yeah. Dope shoe.
Man, bro, a pair of Wave Runners in your size hit, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like 700.
You know what's crazy, though? I meant to ask, like, if there's one shoe you could buy, like, what would be your grail? I mean, I know that's probably tough for you.
Yeah, that's
decide.
hard to ask Jarrett.
Yeah, that's tough for you.
Actually, take that back, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gems that you wanted back in the day that's probably impossible to find now.
True. What's a grail? Like, what's a pair of sneakers if you could buy right now? It don't matter the amount of money it costs, you buy it.
I want to inform the people that this man Jarrett has a lot of shoes that like should be in safes. like this man got Uncle's, Tiffany's, Dior's, all this shit. Like, so it's really hard to ask this man this question.
I'm gonna have to think about it for a minute. Okay.
Is it like a specific dunk that is probably like damn near a unicorn, possibly? Would you consider yourself a heavy Nike boy?
More than anything.
Okay, so you strictly wear dominantly Nike 9 times out of 10?
I wear a lot of Adidas too, bro. I'm wearing Adidas right now.
That's true. He's wearing the Calabasas right now.
God, a grail. That's hard.
He has 2 pairs of the grail that I want. Freaking the Uncle's.
No, I have one.
Oh, you have one.
I have
okay.
one pair. I've had 3.
It's like talking to DJ Clark Kent over here.
Not like that. Not like that. Not
But
like
what
that.
about you? I will give him some time to think.
Oh yeah, I would say like the ones that like I could have bought back in the day and I just never like pulled the trigger was the Uncle SBs. Now they go for like ridiculous amounts of money. I don't even think you can find a pair on GOAT, like an actual wearable
That's
pair.
one of my favorite shoes ever. I've had a lineage with the shoe, but
oh man, I love that.
I mean,
sneaker.
I love Futura, bro. That's like probably my favorite graffiti artist. Him, his son, their work. I mean that like when I was coming up, like there's no doper shoe.
The Futura. Even if Futura even does collabs, they just did a collab with Supreme.
Yeah,
For me, if I
Real,
could
huh?
buy,
I'm thinking.
if I could buy any shoe right now, it would probably be the Red October. Now you know I'm a big history guy and I'm a big Kanye fan. I'm gonna tell you why. I think that shoe is what trends like made Kanye like, hey, it don't matter where I land, like I'm gonna make. Cause I feel like that's the last shoe he dropped with Nike, number one.
He didn't drop it. Nike dropped it.
What?
Oh,
Nike,
without his approval?
Correct.
Wow, I did not know that.
But the material, like the promotion of the shoe alone, like when he was wearing it on the Yeezus tour,
Bro.
that was
Yeah.
that was crazy, and that
he
was
broke
like
internet every time he wore
broke
it.
internet
Dog.
every time. He got caught, you know, like LeBron was walking out, like shooting hoops with the shoe. And it was just the promotion of the shoe, the materials of the shoe.
That was the leather
and
pant
I
era.
feel like that moment in hip hop and sneaker culture is gonna mean so much in the future. Cause like I always say, Nike is making a killing with Kanye's kids, like Virgil, Don C, all these people. So if it wasn't for the sacrifices that in the things that he spoke about around that time that he was dealing with, like people and creators would not have the freedom.
Yeah, but
to
those
do
guys
certain-
did as much for him as he did for
No,
them.
no.
bro.
But I mean, in a sense that, like, you know, when you that guy for the moment, if you don't stand for anything and you put up with a lot from a brand, like people that comes behind you, they might feel like, damn, Kanye was cool with that treatment. Let me be cool with it. You get what I'm saying?
The Kanye West situation is a phenomenon. You're not going to find it with any other artist. So the things that you're saying are true, but I don't think that they really apply to anybody because who is going to recreate that? No one.
That's true.
There's no one that's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, to put on a shoe, this man goes out and puts on a shoe, and the value of the shoe
goes up.
on the secondary market goes through the roof.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody else like that. Travis Scott is maybe
But still
dabbling,
not.
but it's a much different situation. They're giving Travis Scott, first of all, who even knows if he's designing that?
Probably
Kanye
not.
West is designing
Designing
Yeah,
this
his
shit.
own line, his own clothing, his own furniture. Like he's doing a lot, bro. Virgil too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just don't think that that's gonna exist again. Oh, in terms of a Grail, 1985 neutral gray Jordan 1.
Okay.
I've actually seen a pair in person. That's a really a
in
unicorn
person?
in person.
I've seen that in a glass case.
My homie, all right, but my homie Dylan. I don't know if you know Dylan Ratner. Like he has like an IG account, like Complex always reposts his shit. Shouts out to Dylan. Like this man, like he started collecting OGs like back when like that wave just started, like around 2012, 2013, 14, when people started collecting OGs again and selling on eBay. He literally ran with it and then like stick with Jordan 1s.
So Jonathan got him, dude, the owner daily in my size.
Really? he probably
That's a
wears
that's
them
a,
in like
that's a hidden
He
message.
ain't
there.
want him. He's just set up because we'll go back and forth on like items sometimes, and he'll bring it up, and he knows I don't like it.
I actually wanted to ask you guys about like the last topic about like sneakers, I guess, is like your most memorable sneaker release. Do you have like a memorable sneaker release that said like, bro, fuck, how did I get these? Or you got them really easy? Just any like sneaker release story by any chance that you went through?
I could give you a couple from Florida. The two that stand out big in my mind are the band Jordan 1 that released at outlets.
Yeah, I found out about that on Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I went with my boy Louis. Rest in peace. Louis passed away. He was one of my best friends ever. But me and Louis went and like slept outside of Sawgrass, the outlet over there.
Yeah.
And I wound up with 11 pairs.
Wow. Damn.
So no one was there?
There was plenty of people there, but I got a lot of pairs. That one,
By yourself?
me and Louis. Louis got more too, but I got 11. I don't
That's
know
what you call a stain.
Do you still have like?
I got multiple. Yep.
Dead stock.
Oh yeah.
Wow. This man's sitting on stock.
And then the other one that was sick, the Miami Night LeBron V2 Low.
There's so much horror stories about that shoe.
I went to that release, Dadeland Mall. Me and a couple of friends, my boy Perlman, my boy Sean Pock, I think went too. We slept on a bridge outside of the mall, and there were people carrying on all night, getting high, freaking out with girls with them, going nuts, and we just. Me and the dudes that I was with, we chilled with these families that were there with their kids and like separated off to the side. And we were like, yo, we're probably beat for this. And in the morning, everybody was still lit, hungover, all crazy. And they were carrying on. And the cops came over and grabbed us. And they were like, come on. And we went right up to the front of the door. And everybody came out with them.
You probably saw Kick Squad there.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, it was a bunch of Miami kids. He literally got every sneaker release. But
I used to hate those kids. Oh my god! And
I'm trying to get Axel on the show, bro. Come on to the show.
No, I mean like anyway, like the hate when you feel when you want something and you're like, damn,
they
this guy
every
have like
single
15.
release. Yeah, they
I used to hate Benjamin Kicks too. It's like, damn, bro, can we please get a fair share of this?
Whatever, man. I can't knock the hustle.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I hope they get it.
But they went like they the ones that was making the sacrifice, waking up early and sleeping outside and all that. So.
Yeah.
Bro, I would say that I know the shoe release that I was just like, bro, fuck this shit. Like, I was just didn't talk to no one the rest of the day. I was like, it was and it wasn't even the biggest sneaker. It was a 2013 like Grape 5.
Oh, that's my story. God damn it. You stole
Really?
Yes.
It's okay.
I went to the Boynton Mall. I was there
Bro.
since 6 o'clock in the morning.
So we probably saw each other and we didn't know each other at the time.
Yeah, I was there since 6 o'clock in the morning.
Bro,
I got a lot, man.
there's definitely the 2013 Grape 5s. It was me and my dad, and I don't know if everyone knows this, but
That's not
like,
even the Nike Air one, right?
No,
it
wasn't even. But this is 2013 when like literally everything Jordan sneezed on was freaking selling out quickly.
Yeah, foam days.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And this is like when Nike basketball was still a thing.
Nothing worse than the foam days.
Never had a pair of foams.
Bro.
I never want any of them. I never
Really?
liked any of them, no. Honestly.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing for foam.
You got nothing for foams?
Nope.
Not even the Royal Blues?
I could appreciate it. That ain't never
I
touching
think-
my
I think
foot.
it would.
Nah.
It,
I don't even like the Supreme joint, bro, with the Versace print and shit.
Nah, that one's kind of beat a little bit. It's a
I ain't
little
with it.
cap-ish.
I just thought they were long, and I didn't like the lacing system. I'm like, hey, laces all over the shoe.
only two
Whatever.
people can pull off
Looks
that
like a
shoe,
fucking
like
snake.
like skinny athletes and like big chunky dudes can pull off foams.
Whatever.
Not for me.
But yeah, like with that release, I was there since like I want to say 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. It was me and my dad. But everyone knows who used to camp at Boynton Beach Mall. There would be the same group of Haitian dudes in the front of the line every fucking Saturday, and they got everything, 3 pairs of each. And this is when I'm not gonna air out the manager because he was obviously the ones who was like, "Hey man, here you go, just put a little money on the side." But like, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. I was young at the time. I didn't
So
know.
bullshit ass sneakers anyway, bro.
Yeah, but at that
Shit ain't
moment,
nothing.
At that moment, I just really wanted that shoe, and then we got a tip saying that Gardens Mall got a late shipment. So we left from Boynton Mall to go all the way to Gardens. And then security wasn't letting us go in the mall, so it was me and my dad. We saw a couple people at the door, so we're thinking, this got to be the line for the shoes. So I'm really in my head like, oh shit, I'm about to get a pair, nice. So security opens the door, let us in. Bro, we walked to the Champs. There is literally 100 people outside of Champs. And I'm like, I looked at my dad and I'm like, yeah, let's go home.
Well, the funny story with that shoe is I got a pair. Well, I had a pair, and somebody stole them, like, from my house. Wow. Like, I walked in from school, left them in the front door. You know, kid, you just walking in from school. I walked in, like, I left my door slightly open, but my building, I used to live in Worthington Apartments. Like, if you ever went to Santa Lucia's high school, a lot of kids from that high school lived in there, and the buildings are, like, you go through the bushes to get to your house, and the buildings are, like, by the bushes. So I opened my front door, I guess, for probably 5 minutes. I didn't lock it. I don't know if kids were following me, wanted to rob me for them, but they literally got him, like, right in front of my house. So
Gotcha.
since then, I never had a pair. I think they're bad luck.
That's crazy.